Get those people in there.
And we're live. Welcome, folks.
Hey, folks.
To the 5.5 legs virtual.
Actually, you're just 4 legs right now.
Yeah, 4 legs right now. The other 1.5 is occupied.
Indisposed.
But indisposed. But he will be with us in a few minutes.
It'll be about 5 minutes or so. He'll come hobbling out.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot to talk about today. I mean, we typical cigar shop type shit.
Before you go, what are you smoking?
Right now, I'm smoking an AJ a Toro Fuente.
Okay.
But I have a Rockefeller. I grabbed 2 Rockefeller.
Look at you
in Connecticut.
Nice plug for Rockefeller.
Yeah, they're one of our sponsors.
They are.
Wait. No, they're not.
Why not? Aren't you a rep?
Yeah, but they haven't pointed up.
We on. So look, I've got a Cigar, which is one of those limited edition smokes that we got here at the show.
I liked it. I bought 5 of them. I liked it.
How'd you get 5?
Because at the end of the day, he said after the show and after the specials those days, they were still sitting out there. He said whatever's on the counter is up for grabs.
So you snagged up everything?
No, there was like a whole box of them.
Oh, is there? Is there still?
I don't know.
They're not bad. I mean, they're
worth $10.
Sure. If you can get them, get your hands on them.
Yeah, why not?
But they're not getting them because we came for that event, and what happened? We came for the reveal that night, and the reveal got canceled.
Did it?
Yes.
Oh,
sounds bogus to me.
Because they say that they got a letter to cease and desist because some company did not like the name.
Oh, I can only imagine who that company was.
Right, but that's all speculation on our part.
I can only imagine.
We're assholes. We don't have opinion.
Yeah, but I'm still smoking that Cigar, baby.
Oh, dude, it's fantastic. I like it. I do. No. Why is she calling me, man?
I'm killing what's left of a Southern Draw. So
okay,
before the night's over, I'll have the Cigar lit up.
All right, the Cigar.
Yeah, Cigar.
Yeah, I had it. I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I mean,
just okay.
Yeah.
I found it the start, and Scotty said the same thing after he starts. I found the very start of it. I can only describe it as dirty. Whether you want to call that earthy or whatever, but that's like the first 1/8. And after the first 1/8, then there's a whole lot of flavor to it.
Yeah.
And then about the band, when I took the band off, it started getting a lot spicier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that transition.
But I liked it.
A couple of different transitions for sure.
Well, I don't know if I would buy it again.
Nah, I mean, it was a nice novelty thing.
Yeah.
But
sometimes novelty things just don't work out.
No, it just happens.
You know what I mean?
You're going to jump on it. That's a
novelty.
novelty.
You thought it was supposed to be the second coming and of what? I don't know. You know what I mean?
I think everybody was expecting cinnamon flavor.
No, they were. Yeah. And I got absolutely
none.
No cinnamon.
No, I didn't get no cinnamon out of that either, guys.
I was kind of disappointed in a
Did we
sense.
say hello to our guest?
No, welcome, Kerr, Ronnie, Kevin Quabley.
South Dakota's in the house again.
Mr. Kerr, welcome. Mr. Kerr's got a new show they're starting.
Yeah.
Kerr? What is it called?
It's called Broadleaf Bullies. And they have him and Jennifer on one side.
Right.
And Kevin Shahan and Jessica on the other side. And they do basically, I think it's kind of like what we do, but more of just a common everyday thing. They don't pick topics. They just sit, smoke, and
go. That's what we do.
And what happens.
It's kind of what we do.
Copycat.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean,
a little bit of copycat.
You got a good thing. What do they say? You've got what is it? If you take somebody's idea, you take somebody's idea and run with it.
David, there's a hat behind the chair there, a gray one.
So we had the Super Bowl on Sunday.
Oh.
Whew. Thank you, sir.
I personally didn't find it to be a very exciting football game.
Not at all.
Well, I thought it was exciting for Tampa Bay.
Well, of course, if you're a Tampa Bay fan, you were thrilled.
Yeah, it was a great. I thought it was a good game. I thought their defense was spectacular.
Oh, wow.
Brady did what he does. Patrick couldn't get it. He couldn't get no time and he couldn't get no help. So
that dude ran like 6,000 yards.
Yeah, scrambling, running around in circles.
But
But I didn't think it was overall until after the third quarter a bad game.
If you didn't have any skin in the game, if you weren't a fan of either team, it was a boring game. And if you were a Kansas City fan, it totally sucked.
I was very underwhelmed.
Yes, I wasn't.
Well, I'll tell you what. Everybody, I picked the under.
Wow, good
I
for
went
you.
with the under.
Good for
I
you.
bet the under.
I went with the over.
I don't know why I did, but I said everybody's going with it's going to be an air game. It's going to be an air game. It's a high score. It was telling me in my gut not to go that way.
Good for you.
So I went to the under, and like I said, and took Tampa Bay. So I did all right.
Yeah. I think for the most part, everybody decided that the over was the way to go based on weather and everything else.
Yes.
It was beautiful.
It was absolutely perfect football weather.
They can both throw, but again, they both have two good defensive teams.
Yes.
But Kansas City's defense just didn't show up, and Tampa Bay's was there to play.
Big time.
I honestly would have given, and I spoke to Boston Jimmy about this on the show last night, I would have given the MVP to the Tampa defense.
I don't think you can do that.
Why not?
I don't think you can.
With everything that's gone on this year,
Oh well, yeah. So
can do anything you
so
want.
be that,
they can give every one of them they played. If it wasn't for the Tampa defense, Tampa might not have won that game.
I think you're right.
I'm going to just say it again. I was very underwhelmed coming from somebody who just neither one of the teams is my team.
Right.
I was just underwhelmed by the game.
How many did Gronk have? Yeah,
Two
touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
So as good as him and Brady work together, you take 14 points away. You're talking, what was it,
31-9.
right? You take 14, so it was 20. It would have been 27-9. Kind of short. That's a little closer of a game. I mean, they were still only 2 scores away.
Yeah, but that's a lot. You got to have 3 touchdowns and 3 extra points to win.
He was getting hit. He was getting knocked down. He was
Yeah,
getting
I mean,
rushed.
it's just
But he threw
and you
the
know
ball.
a lot of Super Bowls go that way. You know what I mean? In the last couple of years, some of them have been closer, but a lot of Super Bowls are usually way.
Both teams come playing their A game.
right.
And I think at that game, Tampa Bay played their A game. Kansas City wasn't. They played the C game.
No, absolutely. You're absolutely
They
right. I
had
agree with
Kathy
that.
Griffin running the show.
I don't even think that they were at the B level. They just didn't play.
And you got to figure you got number
Lee
7.
Erickson was the head coach.
Yeah. he got number 7 Super Bowls,
and he's coming back.
10, and he's going to come back again. And they decided to give him the ownership of the tires, Tampa, Florida.
Yeah.
And whatever he wants, to key to the city, and whatever he wants.
He gets anything he wants.
And
the owner
did it.
The owner paid well for that championship.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, he did.
Oh, he'll tell you that.
He said it. He said it.
He pulled the Steinbrenner.
He did exactly what he needed.
And that's
to
what
do.
you got to do.
But let me ask you something.
Sure.
What happened to the offensive line of Kansas City?
I don't know. They couldn't get it together.
I mean, for heaven's sakes, I get it that you've got a couple of players that weren't there. I understand that. But these guys are professionals.
Yes.
And it seemed like
they didn't step up.
It seemed like Mahomes was running for his life.
He was. But that's the 4th time they played this year, isn't it?
Third time.
Third time? Because they split the first 2, didn't they?
I believe so.
I thought it might be. Yeah.
But you know what? You have the young gun, and he's going to be fabulous as long as you don't get hurt, because if he runs around in some of them games next year like that, somebody's going to pop him, even if it's an illegal hit.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to hurt him.
Happen.
He can't do that. He can't be running around like that and not expecting to get smashed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's very dangerous for him to last long. He has to be a player like Breeze and Brady and some of these other quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Where if you're in the pocket and you have 3 or 4 seconds, you get the sack, take the sack. Because if you're running and spinning,
man, he was 40. He was 40 yards behind the line
of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage. Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
40 yards back,
but he still threw it on the money running.
Yeah, when he did.
Oh, I know.
Right in the face.
I know.
You know what? Like I said, is if he does that running around shit, somebody's going to give him a shot, and whether it's going to be a 15-yard penalty or not, or an injection, he's going to get hurt.
Okay. Yeah. Now then, the conversation has already come up. Granted, he's got 7 now. Do I say he's the GOAT? I say yes with a little bit of stipulation to it. For me, he's a GOAT of modern era football of the last 20, 25 years. Prior to that, if you put him in the era of Joe Montana, all Staubach, Gretzky, all those guys, the game hitting the quarterback was a whole completely different game. He might not have had 7 back in the day.
Well, we don't know that.
Right, but then again, you don't know that Montana might not have had 7 or 8 if he was playing now as smart as he was.
Yeah, but they're not.
So,
that's the way it is.
You know what I mean? He's got 7.
I still think he's the greatest of all time. Of all time.
Damn good.
You know what I mean? But I understand your point. Because they were trying to kill Montana. They were trying to kill Staubach back in them days, and
they were able
getting
to.
Killed. Yeah,
they were able to.
Yeah, they were able to.
What Montana had to wear a flak jacket.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about, Caitlin? All 3 of us wearing the same type of hat?
Oh, of course.
No, there's 3 different styles.
Oh, there are 3 different
There's 3 different styles.
Yeah.
That's why I put it on.
Yours doesn't look that much different.
Oh, it is big difference.
Mine's the new Bruiser.
Big difference. Look at
Mine's the Bruiser, and it's very light. His is heavier and thicker, and yours is a different style too.
I still want to get embroidered on the back.
But they all look good though, don't they, Caitlin?
And they're comfortable.
We need to get Boston's. We need to get Boston Scallies as a sponsor. As much as we wear their Scallies,
they should. We should be in their commercials.
Boston Scally, looky here. You gotta sponsor us.
Yes.
And Caitlin is keeping my head nice and warm, very warm.
Well,
I would even keep it warm in negative 12 degrees.
It's like
did you see she was in negative 12 tomorrow?
It was like 70-something degrees outside.
76 here today.
It's
7
warm?
Yeah.
It was
negative. She showed that to me. First thing I got up, it goes off like 10 after 6. I looked at that and said, "Oh hell no, man!" Negative.
She's young.
What else we got real quick on sports?
Daytona 500 this weekend. Start of NASCAR season.
That's the Super Bowl of they do their Super Bowl of race cars in the first one.
Race. Yeah.
The first race.
Which is mind-boggling because you're racing all season for points to get to the final race.
Yeah, I love the commercial.
It's like
too.
Backwards.
I love the commercial. The guys there. He says, "I'm just here so I don't get fined."
Yeah.
Speaking of commercials, I don't
know who the racer is, but
I wasn't. I think that was Denny Hamlin. I think
I couldn't tell you.
I was not impressed with the commercial. There was some good commercials, but I wasn't overly.
Not like The best commercial still in the last few years is that the one I was watching on my phone today.
Oh, the award ceremony.
At the award ceremony, he knocks the ball off the top of the cake. And they all go crazy for it.
Scrambling for it. Yeah.
Dion gets an interception from Montana going to Rice. Yeah, that was a great commercial.
What were if you go back and you look at the ratings on the commercials, the top 2 commercials all had one thing in common.
What?
Budweiser.
Oh, beer.
No, they weren't Budweiser. They had a comedian that did both of them.
Oh, one was Will Ferrell. Right?
No, the same comedian.
Cedric the Entertainer?
Nope.
I don't know which one.
He's an old comedian. I can't think of his name. That's why I'm asking the question.
Who was the comedian? Anybody out there know?
Both of his commercials that were shown during the Super Bowl were top notch. They were rated very high by the people pushing the buttons.
Oh, okay.
This year you're talking?
Yeah, this year.
Oh, this year. Yeah. Okay. You have Will Ferrell was there.
He's a black guy, so that'll narrow it down. I don't
remember seeing
Chris Rock. No.
I don't remember
somebody in that era though, but I can't remember his name.
Okay.
Anyway, regardless, that was the 2 highly rated commercials this year. Tracy Morgan.
Oh, he did the Rocket Mortgage commercial.
Tracy Morgan.
Thank you. From the background, we got Tracy Morgan.
Both of his commercials were highly rated by the people pushing buttons.
He did when the people buying a house, and he did. I'm not sure if I almost want this or.
Yeah. All right.
They were,
halftime show.
They will get.
Now we're not going to go over it. Is it a thumbs down or a thumbs up?
So
put the hand out.
You've got people that are sitting there during the game, and they've got this button that are sent to them, and they're pushing the button whenever these guys are throwing out the commercials,
right?
Whether it was a good commercial or not. So you've got a good kind of a broad spectrum of people that say good commercial.
What up, Tyler?
They say the worst commercial was this guy that sang his own song
The
for
oat guy, the oat milk.
the oat milk guy.
In the
Yeah,
middle
that
of
was terrible.
But listen, the bottom line is on this guy is it was so terrible. It was on all the major news outlets Monday morning. Every one of them was
free
covering
publicity.
it. Free publicity.
Yep.
It was a bombshell for him.
Yes.
Absolutely was.
Yep.
Horrible commercial. Holy smokes. But they were talking about it the next day on all the major newscasts.
So he got it.
So he got
what he wanted.
exactly what he wanted.
The halftime commercial. I mean,
A halftime show.
if you were a weekend fan, it was a good show.
So
They enjoyed the music. I mean, the way he put everything together. But I'm not a fan. I didn't,
I didn't think it was good
I
at
didn't
all.
like it.
so
I didn't
here,
think it was good at all.
here's my take on it because I'm not a weekend fan, but I did. I've listened to his last song, and it supposedly is one of the pop hits that happened.
It's a good song.
So I went out and looked at the lyrics. I was real impressed with the lyrics. It's a pretty good story behind the lyrics paint a story.
Okay.
I think where they did wrong by this was his mic was not hot enough. You could not hear what he was saying.
Okay.
The music was louder than the.
Yeah, absolutely. You could not hear the vocals as well as you should have been able to.
Okay.
They said that he pumped out a lot of money for that show.
Yeah.
That he personally was
Sure.
invested into it. I thought that it was probably one of the better ones that I've seen lately. As
Really?
far as the
How about
choreographic
Production.
the production of it,
Yeah.
yes. I'm a classic rock type of guy, so I'm not by no means am I involved in that genre, but I was kind of impressed by everything in general. I think that his lyrics, his mic could have been a little hotter,
Okay.
and we should have heard more of him.
All right.
And I think if we would have heard more from him or more of him,
We
we
would have
would have
liked it
been
a
a
little
little
better.
bit better
Okay.
impressed.
But you want to know something? I did some research one year on the Super Bowl halftime show. What I came up with is those entertainers bid to do the show.
Right.
They pay for the show
Absolutely.
themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
The NFL doesn't fork up any
No.
money for that. It's all up to the entertainer. So that had to cost a ton of money.
I heard it was
Okay.
over $3 million.
Oh, I went down.
And his suit alone was he had spent a
Yeah.
lot of money.
One part of the show that got me, I thought was kind of, got me like, oh, slow down. It kind of reminded me of that Blair Witch Project. Remember
Oh,
when they're
yeah.
running through the woods and
Yeah.
he's running through with the handheld camera and he's up and down and spinning
Yeah.
and doing it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, stop.
And of course,
Slow down.
the jock strap things on their heads, that was all over. As soon as that popped on, it was all over Twitter. What are these guys wearing jock straps
It's
for?
supposed to be masked, from my
They
understanding.
were masks, and they actually were physical masks.
But they
underneath,
turned it into it looked like
but they
a
look like
jockstrap.
jock straps.
Now
Yeah.
let me ask you. This is my highlight for the Super Bowl, believe it or not. And I don't know if that meme that Patrick put out there or Caleb put out there that said that the guy that went streaking on the field,
Yeah.
he had like a leotard on it that was really like a thong because
Yeah,
he had
yeah,
the shirt up
yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
But supposedly he made a bet that there would be a streaker at like 6,000 to 1 or something like that, and so his friend ran interference for him so he can get on the field and do what he did, and he won like
cost him $1,000 in fines.
He won like $360,000.
I don't know if
I don't know if that's actually true, but that's what the story is.
and whether he would actually get that bet because he was involved in it.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah.
And
Because anybody could do that.
he really wasn't a streaker.
No, he didn't get
he
naked.
dropped his pants a little bit, and you saw his thong, and that was
Yeah,
it.
that's not a streaker.
Kevin Gold,
I was a streaker.
Rockefeller Maduro, rocking the rock on the 5.5 legs virtual cigar lounge.
Anything else on sports?
I don't, other than what are we going to watch now? Korean
Well,
baseball?
we got a couple of weeks till March Madness starts.
We got rugby.
We
Yes,
ain't
it
gonna
does.
watch that.
We got
No,
Australian
rugby's-
rules football.
Rugby's actually fun to watch.
I know,
Got
but we
the
don't
guys-
watch that.
It's better than
Guys
curling.
with their lab suits. The
Yeah.
Australian doing the.
But I think in a couple of weeks we got March Madness.
Yes.
Yeah, we do that.
It's going to be
So-
interesting. They say they're doing it all in one city. So you have all the teams in one, and they can do it. You can
All
get-
them
Well,
teams,
you can have 68 teams for the first weekend.
right?
After that, half of them are gone.
Yeah,
Right.
they are.
And
Yeah.
and then the next weekend,
Yeah.
half
Then
of
it
them are
goes
gone.
to the
So
Sweet
they can
16.
feasibly do that. It's going to be great if I believe they were going to do it all in Indianapolis.
Well, Indy's
That's
gonna-
my favorite time of year next to college baseball.
Indy's going to make
Okay.
a killing.
You know, is March Madness.
Okay.
I actually had back surgery back in 2001, and I had it. I think it was the day before March Madness started, and I watched the first couple of days. And I was only going to be out 2 weeks. I was going to go back to work. And I just said, "Fuck it, I got sick leave on the boat. I'm taking all 6 weeks." I
Yeah.
stay home,
Watch that. Yeah.
every flipping game.
I understand.
I
Anniversary of Kobe Bryant's.
Yeah, it's
demise.
coming up.
That's.
No,
I think
it's
it's coming.
past.
It's,
Yes,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Oh,
It was
really?
a year. Yeah, the
A
mom.
year ago is.
They had something about the accident on Facebook today about something about pilot error. Well, of course, fucking crashed the fucking helicopter.
in the fog. So
Yeah.
Something they shouldn't have taken off because of,
the fog,
but there's a ton of lawsuits.
visibility
Ton.
being what it was.
Ton of lawsuits.
So we're done with sports because I got a big one.
Uh
Oh, I do, baby. Let's talk about Gorilla Glue.
oh. Yeah.
Did I miss something? I must have missed
Oh,
something.
dude, there is this girl,
I missed-
African American
I missed-
female,
Yeah.
ran out of hairspray, so she used Gorilla Glue spray on her hair and can't get it out.
So you know what they got to do?
Cut her hair. Cut it all
No,
off.
they got to go to skin
They got to shave her head.
because of all the chemicals in it and everything like
She's
that.
got $25,000 in a GoFundMe account, just like that,
Why would she use Gorilla Glue?
Well,
because she ran out of hairspray.
See, that's stupid.
apparently,
Well,
Apparently.
did anybody actually verify she used that?
Oh
before
yeah,
they
she
started
showed it
doing
on TV. Then.
Oh,
she
yeah.
actually put
And
it in her hair at the same time.
She's popping her hair, and it's like going like this, baby. It ain't moving. She says it
Nah.
ain't moving.
I'm not quite sure what my sister's talking about. I think she's talking about the mask that they were wearing
I may have. I don't know.
on the show.
We're
I-
through that.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But Gorilla Glue, guys, is not
Why would they?
to be put in your hair.
no, not at all.
It's not what it's designed for. It's designed to hold something to something else. And
Yes,
in this particular
to adhere
case, I mean, she's going to have to use her GoFundMe page to buy a wig
Yep,
because it's coming off.
it's coming off to the skin.
Yeah, it's coming off.
Oh, right. It's good. It's hair. It'll grow back.
Of course it will if she hasn't damaged the follicles as a result of this.
They will put a wig on.
Oh, she's
gonna
she
have
definitely
to.
will.
We got $25,000.
So far, that was just at the beginning. I don't know what it is now. If you look up the GoFundMe
Why
page,
would
it's
you
probably
donate
even
to
more
somebody
than
that's stupid?
Look, I need that much money to run my campaign. Come on, folks.
Yeah, how about that?
Help a brother out on that one.
Do GoFundMe.
Goodness.
I put
So what do you got, Bones in 101?
I put Gorilla Glue in my hair for $25,000.
That's
Tom Burke.
yeah, just right out of the chute, 25 grand. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah,
That's
But you know, I can't
Okay,
imagine what
look.
it would do to the skin if you put it right. Because you ain't.
you got to get acetone to take it out, and she said it burnt her scalp to use acetone.
we got to figure it.
She couldn't do it.
It's doing something bad to your skin.
Man, it's doing something.
She probably had to go to the hospital.
She
get
did
it
go to
done.
the hospital. She went to the ER, and they said they couldn't do anything for her.
You're
Really?
gonna have to go to a dermatologist or something
Oh,
to take care of
yeah.
the skin.
Gonna have to have that.
Yeah,
I
sure.
got, a lot of it's. I wouldn't say it's political, but
How about the impeachment?
It
haven't
starts
seen it.
today, right?
it started this morning. I haven't
they,
seen anything.
They actually had enough people that said, let's press on with it. I don't think
They
the
don't have enough
numbers
to pass them.
to actually convict, but
No.
we'll see if anybody crosses the line to.
But dude,
to
it's
make that happen.
It's just they're wasting our money. Both sides have said they don't believe they have the numbers to actually convict. So why even bother?
Then why do it?
Well,
Because they can.
the whole thing started saying that it wasn't constitutionally correct. That now you're trying to impeach a private citizen, and they actually came out and said, well, all these impeachable offenses occurred while he was in office, so we're going to press on with it. I think that it is a
Technicality?
bad waste of our government money and funds and
Yeah,
time.
sure it is.
There's better things for these guys to be tackling. The COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
Let's worry about those things, not impeaching a former president.
I agree.
Speaking of COVID,
All right. COVID news.
where's it at? Oh, Representative Andy Biggs out of Arizona,
Arizona.
a Republican, on Monday introduced legislation to bar the Biden administration from making it necessary to have a negative test to fly on any domestic flight. Domestic.
Wow.
Overseas, I can see overseas, or somebody coming from overseas coming back.
Yeah.
Other countries, you have to have one within 96 hours of getting on their first flight to go where you go.
To get in there.
Brendan had to have it before 96 hours before he got on the flight
Right.
in LAX to go to Dubai.
Right. So
I
You
buy
agree
that.
with that?
I
So
buy
he wants
that.
me from if I'm going to the shore this July, I have to have a COVID test.
That's what he wants. But now, if you had the vaccine, you have to have a negative test.
Right.
but the vaccine
It
does
doesn't-
not prevent you from
It-
carrying or having COVID.
Correct, but it lessens it a lot. So you're wearing the mask on the plane.
Right.
I'm okay with that. If I want to fly, I'll wear a mask. If I don't
I
want to
agree.
fly, I'm not going to wear a mask. It's like going to Walmart. You want to go to Walmart, you wear a mask because they require it. If you don't, go somewhere else.
Right.
If you
That's
don't
all
wanna
it's
fly,
to it.
you don't
It's
wanna
plain
fly,
and simple.
drive.
It's cut and dry.
But to make it mandatory,
I'm going to take a step back
I
from
don't
that, though, because the masks, a fabric mask does not stop the spread of anything.
no.
No, I agree.
It's got to be at least an N95.
So,
At least.
so this is a false sense of security that we're having on the masks.
I agree with
But
that.
if you wear 3 cloth masks,
Oh, but-
you'd be good to go.
Okay.
Dr. Fauci.
And
3 is good.
and all of this stuff, mask, vaccinations, all of this stuff, tests, all that stuff, that may help keep things from going on the plane to another location. But we've already been shown in the last year of COVID that locking people down, closing cities down, stopping industry, stopping things doesn't work.
Well,
Does
let
not
me,
work.
let me ask you this.
If that was the case, California would be COVID free.
Let me ask this. My niece got a job in the library. She works in the library, wearing a mask all day long with everybody wearing a mask. Somebody in the area she works in showed COVID positive, but everybody's wearing a mask. So she must have got it from outside. She could have gotten it from there, but the chances are she got it from outside somewhere.
Okay.
So the girl, or I don't know if the girl or guy showed up positive. So they sent everybody home
Sure they did.
for 2 weeks,
Yep.
even though they're wearing a mask. So what's that? That's telling me they don't believe
Masks
the
don't work.
Masks don't work.
Absolutely
Masks don't
not.
work.
So why wear it? Just stay 6 feet away. If you're going to get sent home anyway,
Yep.
I don't,
It don't make any sense at all.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't. But look at the burn on it. I love the way these things burn. See that? Straight up.
What else you got there?
This is big for us because we all carry. We all have guns. We all.
I don't hire guns.
Well, I used to until they fell off the boat trip we went on with Mike Bryant.
Yeah.
Horrible,
Our insurance guy, who's one of our sponsors from Greater Home and Auto.
horrible
Yeah.
thing. Horrible accident.
But Sheila Jackson Lee, she's pushing a bill that would force every gun owner to undergo a psychological test to include everybody that lives in a house with that person that owns the gun.
So if we lived with 4 people would have to get a psychological test for an order for the firearms that we used to have that lost on the boat. We'd have
If
to
we
do
want
it.
to get another one, yeah. Everybody in
yeah.
the house.
Horrible thing.
Yeah, terrible.
It's not right.
We shouldn't have kept them in that same cooler. They would have never dumped.
I'm still heartbroken.
I am too. They were very nice.
A lot of money invested in those sort of things, man.
Sad. I miss them.
But
Gonna miss them even more coming up, I'm sure.
then they find this is out of the first round of the stimulus shit.
Okay.
New York finally arrested a guy. He's being charged with frauding the government out of $20 million in PPP and SBO loan.
I need to get the guy's address.
How did
20 million.
How did he do that? Are they saying how he accomplished this feat?
No.
Through the U.S. mail, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but he never would have got the money then.
Yeah.
Dude, they are.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for their Christmas gifts. It's going to be. It's going to be a Valentine's Day now.
I can
are
understand.
we gonna get a kiss?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Kiss right on the
Anywhere
hand.
you want.
Really?
After this length of time, you might as well.
I can understand the mail slowing down, delivery slowing down a little bit because of COVID or whatever, manning and all that. But dude, sometimes there's stuff. I see packages on a lot of these hearse and people mailing stuff out to people. somebody going say from Illinois, it's going over this way out west, and then it's coming down here, and it's going up here, and it's come back here, and then it's going back up there. That makes absolutely no sense. It's not like it's a flight that when you have more connecting flights, you pay more money, you pay less money.
You're absolutely
doesn't
right.
make any sense to me either.
No.
I don't care.
Jason Cooper said that girl can GF and SF.
Oh.
How about that?
I figured I pretty much got the GF, but I don't get the SF.
I guess we'll have to figure that one out. Oh.
State of Kansas lost $700 million fraud.
California's lost a lot more than that.
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of unemployment, people are in for a rude awakening now that it's tax season. Okay, the stimulus checks are not taxable. You have to put them on the stimulus checks you got. You have to put on your tax return,
Right.
but they're not taxable. But the unemployment you received is taxable.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
There's people that have been sucking up this $800 a week, going, "Oh, I got $800 a week. I don't have to work. I'm not going back to work."
Higher tax bracket.
They are going to pay out the ass when
Because they didn't spend. If they didn't spend it,
They ain't gonna,
It's gone.
Yeah, they ain't going to get back what they thought they would get back
right?
because they got to pay taxes on that.
Yeah, sure.
However many weeks they got that. If they got 10 weeks of unemployment, that's $8,000 they got to pay taxes on.
Yeah.
They ain't getting that.
Mhm.
That's a lot of money. I found that out the hard way when I got out of the military because I never collected the unemployment. And when I got it, they never even suggested to take the taxes out.
Yeah.
So when I filed that year, I was like,
Holy smokes.
yeah, and I went to H&R the first time. They said, "Oh, you didn't pay taxes on unemployment." I was like,
Oh.
and Social Security is the same way. If you're collecting Social Security, you get your whole check. You're paying at the end of the year because you're not taking taxes out.
Yep.
Didn't know that. Well, she knew that going up front. We chose not to take the taxes out because it's not that much. So
Right. Yeah. Ain't no big deal.
We rather,
And
we'd rather just have it.
that's the thing that they tell people when they're on Social Security. As long as and you know this, as long as you make below a certain amount,
19,700.
you're good to go. You're probably at that break even.
Yes.
You're
Right.
not going to pay. You're not going to get a refund.
Right.
You can collect your Social Security check without paying any money back as long as it makes less than like 19,700.
Right.
Yeah.
$68. And if you make anything over that, you're paying 50 cents
On the
on the
dollar.
dollar for
Right.
your Social Security back for every dollar you
And
make
that's
over
something.
that amount.
So you get soaked. So
They make you want to not work.
well, you have to not work at that point. That's
Well, you can't because some people can't survive on
$20,000 a year.
$1,200 a month.
Yes.
No. Nope.
My mom never worked when she was married to my dad. When he passed away, she wasn't getting squat. For Social
Yeah.
Security.
Nothing.
You
Hardly
know,
nothing.
Maybe $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
Nobody can live on that.
Nope.
No, not at all.
But if she's working at McDonald's, she would have made $15 an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be a rude awakening for a lot of people too,
Dude.
because that's a higher tax bracket that they get placed in. But I think our congressional people that look at things like this have already stated that raising the unemployment or raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour actually will decrease the amount of jobs.
Yeah, they put that on hold. They took that out of the stimulus bill. The doubling of the. I could see. All right, if you want to say, you want to pass the minimum wage has to go from I think was it $7.50? I don't even know. I think
it's 770 or something.
$7.50 an
750 or
hour.
something. Yeah.
If you want to go up $1 an hour every year for so many years, I can see that. Let it,
Gradually.
but to just double right away,
Yeah.
What do you think they're going to do? You think they're going to double it?
they wanted to go to 15, but they got it on hold for now. So he's too busy signing other executive orders, doing all this other.
And you don't even know he's signing them. Just sign here.
I don't think he does either.
He's just signing them. He's not looking at what he's signing.
He's like Colonel Blake on MASH.
Or somebody saying,
Yeah, right.
what this does is it increases the amount of cigars that you can buy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all over that.
Yeah, you know what? He's doing like I said, like Colonel Blake. Radar makes him sign papers. You don't even know what I'm signing.
Yeah, what am I
Just
signing?
sign it.
Radar?
He says,
Just
don't worry
sign
about it. You're all right.
it. Yeah. You're not going to jail yet.
That's how he got that Jeep phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also Biden is asking all U.S. attorneys that Trump appointed to resign. Which
That's
Wait,
that's the way that
they're
goes
doing
with
what?
presidents.
Say that again.
all U.S. attorneys that were appointed U.S. attorneys while Trump was in office, Biden's asking them all to resign so he can appoint his own U.S. attorney.
So, do they have to resign?
No, if they don't resign, they'll probably get fired.
Well, fire me.
Yeah.
That looks worse than resigning.
Absolutely.
especially in a situation where you're not at fault. You haven't done anything
no
wrong.
malice.
Fire me.
It's just because you want your person.
You want your guy in there, then fire me. That's fine. I can.
agree.
Go ahead and do that. Fire me.
Yeah,
I'm not going to resign. I'm not going to give you that privilege.
yeah. Just let me go.
Yeah, just
Let me fire.
fire me. Put it out there.
Tyler says they're going to have high school kids making more money than their parents.
They could. Look, we were talking about it the other day about Buc-ee's and the amount that a person gets paid working at Buc-ee's.
Dude, they start like $16, $17
So here's the thing, and they go there because of the good pay.
Right, sure. That's
So-
where to go.
Now all of a sudden you've got Buc-ee's. These guys are going, well, wait a minute, hold on a second. You mean I can do something that's less laborious than this for $1 less an hour? I might try that.
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
that's why one of our friends that comes in here, Rocco, who is in charge of delivering all the gas, said you don't want Buc-ee's coming in because it's a bad thing depending on where you put it. Because you're going to put a Buc-ee's up on the interstate exchange by Cowan or wherever it's going to go canal, and it's going to take everybody from McDonald's and all that
Yeah,
to go over
sure
to
will.
Buc-ee's because
Sure.
they're going to make $8-9 more an hour
Sure.
Yeah,
right now to start because Buc-ee's can support that.
Yeah.
We all know
Yeah.
Buc-ee's got the best
everything.
brisket sandwich.
They got the best anything.
Yeah,
you like
everything.
brisket.
Chocolate covered,
Oh, yeah.
chocolate covered Buc-ee nuggets.
Except for brisket, brisket.
Brisket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know like her.
Um,
That's the original brisket. That's what they named it after.
the last thing
terrible.
it's
I know a story about a brisket too, so that's
Ugh,
they don't
why'd you put that in my head?
they didn't say how they were expanding
Eat
this,
that ashtray.
whether they're going to allow other companies to come in or they're just allowing it to happen within the country. But Cuba is expanding their private business sector. You know, a lot of it's ran by the government. A lot of it's what
Yeah.
they're opening it up to more private business
Yeah.
in Cuba.
yeah. China did that.
Yeah, but they still got control of everything.
Oh, of course they do, and Cuba's going to do the same thing. They're still going to have.
Hey, brother, how you doing? All right.
One of these days I'll come back.
All right,
Busy
man.
every Sunday.
All right. I hope to see you.
China and Cuba are going to be on the same footprint as far as that goes.
You're absolutely correct, Tyler. He says he's self-employed most of the time, and at the expenses he makes like less than $5 an hour. So why not just go to Buc-ee's and not have the stress?
Well,
Right.
why not just hang out at the what is that, the Home Depot and work for cash?
Yeah.
You're
Contractor.
You're working cash.
Yeah.
And cash only.
It used to be 7-Eleven.
Well, no. If you go to the Home Depot, there's day laborers that hang out there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Sure.
saying. That's where we used to hang out, the 7-Eleven.
$10 an hour.
Yeah. Right.
7-Eleven parking
Yeah.
lots.
What do you need done?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. We need a cleanup guy. Yeah.
I'm your
Fill
guy.
the dumpster.
I'm your
Boom,
guy.
go.
I need five of you guys over there, just a whole singles for me.
I'm
Yeah.
your guy.
And they would knock each other over trying to get in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$10 an hour.
Yep.
Yep. You're gonna work 10 hours. I'll give you $100. Okay.
They're in. That's a good pay.
That's
That's a good
$100
day.
a day.
Yep. That's right.
No.
That's right.
No taxes. No taxes.
Price
So
everything's going up. You're right.
But Cuba is one place I'd like to go to.
I'd love to go see Cuba. I would. I would just
You
love
know what I want to go there for? Besides, maybe we can smoke a couple of cigars.
women.
No,
No.
to see the old vintage cars that
Oh,
are driven like commonplace.
Like the 57 Chevy
yeah,
with
they're
a Ford engine.
commonplace. Yeah, they're all commonplace.
Yes, or a
Yeah.
Dodge engine.
There are hundreds of them.
They're masters at fixing those things.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah, just jerry rigging them and
and everything looks and they look beautiful.
You
Ain't
got-
like it's like something from Sanford and Son. They all look beautiful.
You
Like,
gotta-
like you went back 50 years.
Yeah.
It's
this
crazy.
this is a true story. In Turkey, the first time I got there in 94, or I'm sorry, 84, I got into a taxi cab and it was a 57 Chevy.
Wow.
The company bought the mold. No, I'm sorry, 56 Chevy. Bought the mold for the 56 Chevy. So I asked the taxi cab driver, I said, what year car is this? He says, 83. I said, no. This is like a 56 Chevy. No, it's an 83.
They had
You
the
bought
mold
the-
on top
you
of
bought
an
the
engine.
kit
and
car.
everything.
It was
car kit
made
or
in
whatever.
1983.
Yeah, the kit.
How about that?
It's like buying the kit car. You get the old
Yeah.
whatever.
But
it's
that's
brand
I'd
new.
like to go there because you see movies about that and you see all these old cars And everywhere, it's very commonplace, and you don't see nothing new, barely. And I'm like, that's pretty cool.
I know what you'd go there for. Havana rum.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
That rum is just simply fantastic.
that I have not. Well, besides the Dominican rum that you had, that a good friend of the show sent you a bottle of.
Oh, he didn't send it.
Oh no.
No, I got that from my
Air person.
somebody I worked with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, an air
Oh,
person.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
wanted that. He
Oh
wanted
yeah,
that
I'm
rum.
sure he
Yeah.
did.
And he's on the line. He said, "Send me $100." I said, "I'll send you $100 to send me 2 boxes of liqueur cigars for the $100."
Oh, that's
You got a deal.
That's a deal.
I'll dogpile on that one too. Actually,
We'll send you $200 for 4 boxes.
Oscar said he'll show us Cuba.
I know he would. There's no question in my mind.
Right.
He'd be a great person to go party with on that trip.
Doc?
Oh,
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
I'd like to drink. I like drinking with Doc. He's a lot of fun.
Bobby would be our designated
Driver in Cuba.
sober guy. He'd make
Yeah.
sure that we didn't get
You're gonna
left
have to
behind.
change. You're
And
gonna,
you didn't get no roofies.
you're
So
gonna
we're
have,
not in Hangover Part 6.
oh,
Or come
You
back
know what?
without a kidney.
You know what? I wouldn't mind being in Hangover Part 5. That happened to us. I think I would, the story after all the pictures and stuff like that, I think I'd have a good time doing that. And you know what? I didn't drink. I got roofied. I was
Yeah.
drinking on ice water and I got roofied. It was beyond my control. You know what I mean? But if I was humping a lion, it may be all right.
Wake up with a lion all snuggled up.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That makes
The
me pretty
lion's
cool.
purring. Rah.
Yeah. Woo.
So I'm gonna throw a little plug in for ourselves.
All right.
I started that other show last night, and it went well. It had maybe 5 or 6 folks on at the time. Like we never really care about numbers. It's the after the show, and I
Yeah.
think it's viewed
Who
by
cares? We're having a good
I think
time.
it's viewed over by a little over 200 folks by this morning after the show.
Yeah.
It was just sitting in. Next week, I'm supposed to have a guest on, Charlie Watkins that used to play football for the NFL.
Yep.
So just go sit down, bullshit, and the link will be out there. So if anybody comes on, the link will be out in the chat. So if anybody wants to come on, just click on it and
Cool.
just
Goes
Tell
in
us the
there.
name of the show.
Just come on. No bones about it.
Okay. It's no bones about it.
My niece is
Time and day.
Monday nights. I went at 7:30 last night because I called Kevin. I didn't want to. I called Kevin and said, "Hey, this is what I'm doing. I don't want to step on your toes.
Right.
Not that I'm going to get."
Whatever. I know what
You
you
know,
mean. Yeah, sure.
And I said, I'm going to start 7:30. He appreciated that. I said, thank you, whatever. But I think I'm going to go the other way. 7:30 is late. By the time we get off, it's 8:30, 8:45,
Right.
shower, 9:30, 10. Go, I might start at 6.
Okay.
Do it at 6. It's about a half hour, 45
Yes.
minutes.
Yes. Gives you the
and go.
quarter of
Just
7.
a
Yeah.
quick little, everything is going on. It's actually the Cigar Enthusiast Network. I'm doing Mondays. Damon and the Rough Riders are doing, I'm just a BS, kind of like what we do here.
Okay.
Tuesdays, he's talking about, he's going to target new cigar smokers when it comes to accessories and,
Sure.
how to cut and,
Cool.
all that.
The
Then-
beginner stuff.
then
Beginner
there's-
session.
Then there's a girl out of California that's going to do, I think, Wednesdays or Thursdays. She goes by Chicks and Sticks on Instagram. She only does Instagram. She doesn't do Facebook or anything like that. And she's going to do cigars and movies. So she's going to
Cigars in movies or cigars and
a little bit of both, but more cigars and movies. I watched this movie. I smoked a cigar.
Okay. Cool.
What you think of this movie? Everybody talks about the movie.
All right.
Goes on
Cool.
their way.
That's pretty
And
good.
then I think Ray from Cigar Clowns are going to do the 4th night, give or take. So
Okay.
we'll see how that works. If it works,
Good.
it works. If
Well, good luck with that.
I think I wanted.
we certainly do not mind having another voice out there and another show out there.
Right.
We highly encourage it because we know the demographics is out there.
There's so many shows out
There are just a lot of shows.
Yeah.
There really are.
So many not you can't watch them all.
I just simply cannot.
So
Yeah.
I was talking. I had Jimmy popped up on. He came on, Boston Jimmy, and we're talking to him. He's talking about his show on Saturday. He does his show Saturday nights, Stogie Press, and then the following Saturday afternoon
It's
is
shown.
when he puts all his. He does it live on Saturday nights at
Okay.
7. But he does anybody that logs on and comments or shares or likes whatever. He pulls the name, puts them on a wheel,
Okay. And then
he
gives
gives away,
the
he gives away
prize.
some nice prizes away Saturday afternoon, about 11 for about 15, 20 minutes, and then he does his live show at night, and then he gets those prizes from that week. The following week. Well, I asked him, well, why didn't you ever think of just doing the wheel of wonderfulness, he calls it, at the beginning of the show?
Yeah.
He said, no, he goes, it's the prep work of accumulating all the names.
Oh, gotcha.
And all that. And he said it takes you down. And then once that's done, it takes like 10 minutes to spin the wheel, talk a little bit, and go on your way. So these guys prep a lot. Look, I called Kevin last night, and he was already prepping like an hour before his show for his show. I was like, oh, I don't have them.
But that time goes by real fast when you're doing that prep work. You know what I mean? Before you know, it's time to do the show.
Well, when you've got a lot of things to talk about too.
Yeah.
When you have a blog or you have the media presence to be able to have things to talk about.
Sure.
Some of those guys will just blow you away by the amount of information that they pass on. So yeah, what you should do for your No Bones About It is compile a list of those shows that are out and talk about each one of them.
Might be stepping on some toes then.
Well, you don't have to say anything bad about them. You just say,
if I don't like the show,
if you don't, then don't mention them. If you don't like the show, don't mention
then
it.
they don't get a mention.
I mean, they're automatically. I can tell you one old cigar show that nobody'd ever even talk about. So,
what the gist of it is basically 1 or 2 questions to the guest if they're there or whoever's on, and then let that just go into whatever kind of like this.
Yep.
But this is more structured a little bit. This is a lot more structured than that.
Oh, holy smokes! We got no structure at all.
Yeah.
He's saying this is structured.
Wow.
The only thing we got structured tonight is our hats.
Yeah, thanks. And Caitlin's still saying they're the same ones.
I think yours are more alike than.
Oh, yours is totally different, but we still got 2 different styles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2 different styles of the same. Well, I don't know. Those didn't fit right for me when I got those.
Yeah.
I had to go triple actualize. It was just way too. I ended up giving it to him. It was too. It just didn't fit right. I
didn't like the way it sit on his head. It may have been a manufacturer mess up. You know what I mean?
No, it didn't.
It can't all be perfect.
No, the panels, on one side were bigger than the other side.
Just probably a little defect.
Just didn't sit. These, when I got this first one, it was just like, oh, this is comfortable, man.
Yeah.
This is
that does sit different, because I've got one like that too. It does sit different on your head.
Yeah.
It does. This one
seems like to grab it more around here.
This one sits a little higher on the head.
Yeah.
I got a big head too. I don't need anything.
So we're shout out to Boston Scally for the fine hats.
You need us.
We'll have to work on that.
You need to sponsor us.
Yes.
All it would cost to sponsor us is every time you come out with a new hat,
send us one.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Free advertisement.
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
Nope.
Free is free.
We got 3 guys down in the South from all different areas of the country wearing your hats.
I think the average hat on their site is like $49.
Yeah,
yes.
It is,
yeah. It's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
That's expensive for a hat.
But the last one I got in like 4 days, 3 days.
Oh, they get them quick. They get them to you very quick.
Well, especially when you're a known, you purchase a lot from them. They're getting it to you.
Yeah.
You're on their hot list.
I have asked them if we could get one made for the show, and it's just not possible. They don't embroider. They don't do any of that stuff.
Well, we could take that. Find somebody that does embroidery that should be able to do the back of the hat. I mean, there's a lot of space to do it.
Then we've got to get everybody's size. It'd have to be a very long, lengthy process. You get everybody's hat size, and then you send it to you buy them all, then you send them to the embroiderer, and then they get them.
Yeah,
so
but this
could be 3 months later.
Somebody in town should be able to embroider.
I would hope so. I
would think.
For that matter.
So I just want to find somebody to put something on the back of this. I was going to this color hat. I was going to put Seminoles on the back just because of the color.
In gold.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the other one, they got a new one that came out. They had advertised today. Their St. Patty's Day one.
Yeah, I seen them.
Oh.
Yeah.
The colors were just.
Yep.
Although we're not really going to be having any St. Patty Day parades or anything this year. So
no.
There's a good thing about
nothing like New York and Philadelphia. They do them big.
There's a good thing about that, though. Because Davey's birthday is 15 March.
Oh, yeah. You're not going to
Her party always starts that week and goes through St. Patty's Day. Well, she can't now.
No.
She didn't last year.
Mm-hmm. You believe it? You know, you're talking about COVID. In a couple of weeks, it's been a year.
Yeah, March 12th. Well,
Yeah,
it's a little bit before that. That's when they first sent us home, was March 12th.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying this. We got right around a year already.
Uh,
A year.
and we're a little bit further along than we were. The fear levels down a
Subsided.
little bit,
Yeah.
but we still are in a pandemic.
Yes.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. Going to be there for a long time.
I don't know. You know, people can speculate how long it's going to be, but I don't, because we were saying when all this stuff kicked off, 6 months it's done.
Yeah.
That's what we thought. Yeah.
And that ain't happening.
I can say, you know, kind of snarkily though, is that a word?
I don't know. I just like it. Snarkily.
Yeah, snarkily.
Yeah, it's
I can say that.
Only 3 syllables.
Yeah, it is. I can kind of say that, you know, there's no flu. this
no.
year. Nobody's coming home with a flu or anything because
I don't know. I think you're right.
it's
I haven't heard of anybody got the flu.
COVID's cured the common flu.
Yeah.
Huh?
It took it over.
How about that?
Yeah.
So we got an answer or we got a solution for the flu. COVID.
Yeah.
Get
COVID.
COVID.
I guess.
Wow.
Hey, those guys.
And that's why I'm not an MD.
How about we a little shout out to our sponsors?
How about it?
All right. We have I just lost my train of thought.
Greater home
Big
run.
time.
Greater Home and Auto, Mike Bryant here in Ocean Springs for all your insurance needs. We have the Cigar Enthusiast.
How about that? That dude's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he is. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Frontline Cigars.
We got Frontline Cigars. There you go, Mort. We got Frontline Cigars. We got the Painkiller by GTO Cigars.
Oh.
Those who know.
Those who
Smoke
know,
GTO.
smoke GTO.
We got Cigar Prop.
Cigar Prop, great guy.
And
Oh, yeah.
one I haven't
Phenomenal
gotten up
guy.
there yet because I can't figure out how to do the overlay is StogiePress.com. I'm
StogiePress.com.
telling you, a lot of people are signing up for that because they're tired of the Facebook BS when it comes to Facebook jail because
Yes.
they're trying to trade cigars
Trade,
and
yeah.
do whatever. It's just, I know it's another social media site, but I don't even, I look at some cigar stuff on Facebook, but I go straight there because it's getting bigger and bigger. I mean, we
Right.
got like 300 members
Did we
already.
cover
They're
everybody?
getting bigger and bigger.
And our sponsor and home
Home
office.
base is Co Cigar, 2420 Government Street for all your cigar needs.
We threw a nice Super Bowl gathering.
Oh,
on
what a
Sunday.
Super Bowl party. It was very nice. Plenty of food out there, and there was plenty of soft drinks and other drinks if you like that you partake in. And we had a blast.
Oh, and one other thing about Stogie Lives, they have a marketplace like Facebook does, but it's all strictly, I mean, you can sell whatever you want on there, but most of the stuff on there is cigar related.
Okay.
Cigars.
So if you
or-
got an old humidor or something,
Place it and put it on there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool.
No,
Very cool.
nobody give me hassles, none of that crap. I like this. I don't get this stacking silver Stogie.
I'm not really sure what that is either.
So thanks again to all of our sponsors. We appreciate it. We thank you for all your help
and everything that they do for us.
and everything you do for
Like
us. It's
giving
nice.
us a home base and everything. That's,
Yeah. It's nice to have a place to go.
Now we'd be doing it in the garage.
Yeah.
Oh,
And well, it wouldn't be that bad.
It
This
wouldn't be bad
winter-
right now.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad winter this
No,
year
but-
so far.
I got
come
the-
July.
I got the heater in there. I got the
Roasted.
I mean, I got to make sure the internet's fine for the day.
Plus, we'd have the dogs to say hello to.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
How is
Oh.
how is the little guy?
Bo,
Yeah,
he's not doing so good, man. I don't know.
Still?
I don't know if we have too much
time. That's a
time
shame.
up there. His,
I like
his
Bo.
average lifespan is 13 to 15 years, and he's at 13. So, he's got some breathing.
But
or
you know,
something
when
problems.
he's well taken care of, like Bo is, and living large, they could go 16.
He's
You know what I
living
mean?
large.
Yeah, he's living large.
He
Yeah.
looks good.
How old's the cat?
We got her when I was sick in 2009, so she's
12? Yeah, she's 12. She's good. My cat lasted 19 years.
Now he's going to be 10 in October.
Yeah, he's living large.
And Kenai's only 3.
Yeah.
I
So
forgot about that one.
So we're gonna
No,
have-
no, you can't forget
Oh,
about
That's
that.
the
he-
$1 million dog.
He
Yeah.
really is a good dog. He's playful. He's lovable, but and he's got to be he's got to be in the middle of things. He's got to
Yeah.
be
Very needy.
yes.
Yeah.
He's very
You
needy.
know, you go to bed, you lay down, and then boom, and he's not on the foot of the bed, but then he makes his way up in
Yeah,
between both
he
of
knows
us.
what he's doing.
So if I
Oh,
bring
yeah.
my hands over the covers, I go like this, and there I am. I got my arm around the freaking dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But they went at it tonight, man. Him and Nolly, they started. Nolly's looking at him, and he starts just licking her face, and then Nolly had a little toy in her mouth, and he wanted the toy, so they both grabbed it, and they went. I mean, they were just pushed them away. I said, "Stop it," because they really like they were gonna.
They were mad.
Oh,
They wanted the mother hump on Cigar.
but with all the toys they have, because we get this bark box every month that comes in like they're pretty indestructible toys, pretty much.
Oh.
But they're not like oh shit, what was that one brand? I can't remember. King Kong. They're not rubber and stuff like that. They got the cloth and all that, but they're hard to destroy. And they get 2 a month, and it's like they got a whole box full. And when one grabs one, the other one's got to have the one that the one has.
That's the one.
Yeah, of course.
That's-
Yeah,
It's like-
Kids are like that too.
yeah.
I want what that one's got.
and neither one of them want to go out in the freaking rain last night to go outside.
Oh,
They love jumping in the pool, getting wet, doing all that. But when it comes to just walking out in the rain to go to the bathroom, they stop right there on the edge of the deck.
It rained last night.
Was it last night or the night before? I think it was maybe it was the night before.
It rained the night before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, hard, dude. No, it was last night because I can hear the thunder from the garage. She
Man,
goes, I thought that was a truck or something. I said, no, that's thunder.
Yeah.
I was out. Last night.
I slept great last night.
I
It rained pretty hard, man.
I was down
I
for
don't
the
remember.
Well, I was up at 3:00 this morning. No.
So what else we got before we call it a night?
I don't have anything other than see you next week.
Next week. Oh, next week.
Next week?
What's next week?
You have a town hall meeting next week?
No, next week is we got a holiday Monday, President's Day.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, President's Day. Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
4-day weekend. Valentine's Day.
Uh,
So don't forget, cigars make a great Valentine's Day
Yes.
present.
Valentine's Day is next week, isn't it?
But
no,
Yeah.
you can't sell ammo on the site though. That you can't
Right.
do.
All
but
right,
is that a
gang.
federal thing? Is that why?
I think it is, but I don't know if you're stopped from saying, "Hey, I'm looking for this," and then somebody PMing you or just sending you a text message or something.
Yeah, sure.
You
There's
know,
always ways around it.
doing that,
Yeah.
but it's how you get it to them. And
Right.
Well, I mean,
you can ship ammo
Yeah.
through
UPS.
UPS.
Yep.
You just take the box there, you box it up, they throw the label on it and everything.
Yeah.
And shit, they sent big ass boxes for us from Goshen to Nebraska in like 3 days. Not ammo. She made a couple of those swings for a friend of
Yeah.
hers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like $40, boom, gone. But
Yeah.
that box they wanted to send to Brendan, they wanted $400
Oh.
to Australia. She said no. She
Sorry you
came
didn't
home-
get it.
Well, he didn't get it when I went to the post office either. I went there, they wanted like 150. I'm like,
It's a lot better. That's
I'm not
$300 less.
forking up to 150. If he wants the stuff that bad, he can give me the 150 and we'll
Right.
mail it to him. But,
Why not just buy it and be done with it?
well, a lot of stuff is brand new, nice golf shorts.
Too bad he's not my
polos,
size.
that are brand new. And he got a couple of nice going away gifts when he got out of the military. They made him a nice, they got the laser etchers there that they etched out this C-17 with the Brendan and the name and all that. And then they got him one of the chalks with the name and everything on it.
Yeah.
He really wanted that stuff.
Oh, I know how he can get it there. Bones can
Okay.
take another flight.
Nope.
Yeah, no,
Not
that ain't
gonna
happening. He ain't getting that. He's going to have to go if they have a baby.
Oh yeah, he's going.
No, the wife will go.
Oh no, he's going.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's going.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, guys. From
No, he's not
Mort,
soon.
Bones, and myself, Maverick, the 5.5 Legs guys, wish you good night.
All right,
See you guys.
well, they